is Deepak from Appetarian. In this video, we are going to learn how to create intro slider in your Android application. Intro slider is a good way to demonstrate major feature of your application. In this example, we are going to create the intro slider with next, previous, skip and start application. So let's see how to do this. So here I am using Android Studio 2.2.2. I am going to create a new project for this. Say intro slider example. Next, I'm going to give it API 50 empty activity and name it as intro activity. Finish. So this sample project which I am going to create here, and I have created one help file for this. So you can download this project and that help file from the link which is mentioned in the description box of this video. Okay. So here we are going to add two slides in our intro slider. So for that, we are going to add different colors. So on every slide there will be different background color. So first I'll open the colors.xml file. In that colors.xml, I'm having three background colors and I'm going to add dots on every slide. So there will be different colors for active and inactive dots. So I'm using black color when that dot is active, and I'm going to use a gray color when that dot is inactive, right? So three different background colors and the active and inactive color. Also, I'm going to add strings. So every slide will have a title and a description. So I'm going to add title and description for every slide. So slide number 1, 2, 3. And this slider will have two buttons. So text on buttons will be next and skip. And on the last slide, we'll change the text from next to start. Right. So the strings has been added. Also, I'm going to add some dimensions. These dimensions will be to mention the height and width of the image, the text or font size of the title and description, the height of the dot, and the margin for the dots. Right. So everything is defined here in the dimensions.xml. You need to add the drawables. So I am having three slides. So on every slide I am going to show one image. So I am using the same image which I am using for my battery 100% alarm app, and I am going to create the same intro slider. So I have added three images there. Okay, after adding that image, you need to change the layout of your intro activity, because we are going to add a page viewer on that. So I'll open that activity and I'll replace this code with my code. Now the package name is intro slider example, right? Okay, now here I'm having a view pager which will be used to show the slides, right? So this is layout to show the dots, and there will be two buttons, that is next and the skip. Right, now we'll add the code. Okay, so first we need to add the slides. So I'll right click on this layout folder and say new layout resource file. We'll add one slide, say slide 1. Now in that I'll copy this code where I am having an image view, one text view for the title and one text view for the description. So I'll replace it here. So here it is having, this is my slide number 1. So image, text view number 1 and text view number 2 for the description. Now I'll simply copy and paste it, paste this slide layout file, and I'll create my another slide. So slide number 2. Now in that code I just need to change the background color, and then the icon, title and the description. Fine. Now again I'll copy and paste it, and I'll create my third slide, and I'll change the text to change the background color again, image of the slide, title of the slide, and the description of the slide. Okay, now 3 slides are created. So in our code, first we need to create a pager adapter which will be extending from this pager adapter class, which will handle the creation, initialization of the slides and destroying the slides, right? So I'll just copy and I'll paste it here in my activity, right? So by pressing Alt Enter, you need to import all the classes. So I'm just importing all the classes required for this objects classes, right? Okay, so I need to initialize this variable layouts. So we'll declare all these objects in our activity. So these objects are having a view pager. We are going to initialize that view pager. This is the object for the view pager adapter. This linear layout for the dots. This text to create a dot. We are going to use this text view to show that dot in that layout. Then the object of buttons. Next, then skip, and this is the array for the different layouts, right? So now that error has gone. We need to add this button, methods. Now this method is to add that bottom button. So I will add this method here, add bottom. So we need to import again. Right now this is to add the bottom. So we are going to use inactive color for all the dots, and we'll set this active color. If length is greater than 0, then the first dot will have the dot active, right? So it will be black for the first position. Then this code to get the current, we'll pass the index and we'll get the current item, that is which layout is currently selected by this method. And this method is to launch the activity when user will click on skip or user will click on the start button, right? So I need to add this activity, so I'll add one more activity in this project. I'll name it as main activity. Now I'll close this. So this error as well. Okay. Now this is page change listener. So whenever user will slide on every page or every slider, it will change the position and this code will get executed. This will be again inside your onCreate method. So this you need to paste in your onCreate method, right? So this is your page change listener. To make your activity full screen, first you need to change your activity from unpack to a normal simple activity class, and you need to add this line above your set content view method call, right? So before that we need to set the activity to full screen by using the window manager, right? Now we need to initialize all our objects in the onCreate method. So below this you can see, okay, my layout name is slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. So we just change it to layout slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. This method was out of onCreate method, so now it is working. Now I have just moved this method, that is view page listener, page change listener, to outside my onCreate method. Okay, now these are the click listener for these two buttons, skip and next. So I'll just paste it outside my onCreate method. Click listener for the skip and the next button. So if user clicks on skip, I'll launch the home screen, and if user will click on the next button, I'll move to the next position, and if I'm on the last page, then I'll launch the home activity, that is main activity. Fine, that's it. Now after writing this click listener, make sure you are setting the on click for both the buttons. So I've already said that on next click I'm going to call btn next click, and on skip click I'm going to call this method. Right, so I have said that. Now this project is done. Now I'll just execute it. So the app has a launch on my screen. So if I swipe it, it will change it, and if I press on next button, it will take me to the next activity. Right now if I press the skip or the start button, it will take me to the next activity. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope this video will help you. Subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Thank you.